What is up, everyone? Welcome back to our lawn and welcome back to the beginner lawn care guide, where we cover an entire season of lawn care to take a disaster of a yard to something that will be very respectable and, dare I say it, starting to sneak up on nice. In this video, and as you can tell behind me, while we did have a ton of weeds die off, we did get rid of a lot of the weeds that we had. Weeds remain and continue to prevail and continue to come up. A lot of purslane, we're gonna be able to get that taken care of. Also, some crabgrass has come up, and the product we're using does have quinclorac in it. It will take care of that crabgrass, as well as provide a little bit of pre-emergent as well. So we'll show you kind of what we're dealing with. I'll talk briefly about the product and the day that I have today and why I'm spraying today, and then we'll get into it. So as you can see, we got rid of most of the clover that was in here, but we still have a patch right there that's pretty thick. Pretty much all of the clover that filled this entire section of the yard is gone, just a little bit left there. Really, it's just a lot of this purslane that we're trying to get rid of. And then as mentioned, we have early signs, crabgrass just coming up and really starting to grow in through here. That'll all get taken care of as well. So this is the second application of this product for the season. This is all I will be able to use of 2,4-D. This is the annual max. And today, while very, very humid and very cloudy, the high today is only 80. You can use this product up to 85. I've gotten a fair amount of rain, so the yard isn't suffering from a lot of stress, because even though it's safe for the lawn, it will add some stress to the grass. So we got plenty of rain, a day below 80 degrees, and no rain in the forecast. I understand we fired everyone that does forecasting and we don't get that data anymore, and now our forecasts are terrible, but there's also nothing on the radar. So I'm pretty confident I have my 3 to 4 hours of at least rain-free to get this to be rain fast, and that would be good to go. And so again, the product we're using here is the Spectracide Weed Stop for Lawns plus Crabgrass Killer, 2,4-D, quinclorac, dicamba, and sulfentrazone. This product is 6.4 fluid ounces per gallon per 1,000 square feet. Like I said, this is my second application of the year. There is a 2 application maximum for the season, and you have to wait at least 4 weeks. I am 6 weeks out, and if I could give my personal recommendation, we'll do the first one back in May when I recorded that, and the second one when you start to see the crabgrass emerge. So I have the first sprayer loaded up. I am going back to my normal way of spraying. The first video I did this in 1 pass. This video I'm going to do it in 2 passes. So I have split the product in half equally between 2 4-gallon buckets, or 2 5-gallon buckets of 4 gallons in them. Those are each going to go in the sprayer. I'm going to use the stripes that I have out there. My first application is going to have the light stripe on the right, and my second application is going to have the dark stripe on the right. That offsets me by half a pass. I go over twice. It helps me adjust for my walking speed, helps me adjust for any sort of mistakes I may have made with the first application. So I find that to be a higher percentage way of going about doing things to ensure that I have all the product evenly over the area and no issues. So we're about a week and some change out from that second application of weed control, and we are well on our way to a weed-free lawn. Now, 2 lessons to be learned from this video. The first, that 1 single application of a weed control, not going to make you weed-free. Applying pre-emergent, not going to make you weed-free. Getting your yard weed-free, not going to make you weed-free. This weed control and killing weeds in your yard, if you want a weed-free lawn, is an ongoing year-in and year-out process that requires a lot more than 1 or 2 applications in a single season. All of this stuff down here, that's going to try to creep back into this section of my yard every single time, all the time, always and forever. And so I'll always have to kill off a strip here as it comes back. But unlike a recent commenter I got who said the Spectracide products are a waste of money and time and they don't work, which is obviously absurd because he commented that on a channel that has 6 or 7 videos on how this product works. But let us take a walk and talk and see where we're at for the season here so far. And so as we look through here, we have plantain and various weeds that are dying. Very much dying, very much not going to be an issue anymore. Some sort of grassy weed we've dinged. More plantain that isn't going to be in rush hour 3. More plantain dead. The only section that's left is, it seems as though this little area of clover right through here is going to be a little bit stubborn. Now, that's not the end of the day. There are additional products that we can apply, and I'll talk about that later in the season. We can do like a September cleanup application. It can be triclopyr and quinclorac again, and we can come out with something like just those 2 active ingredients and hopefully clean up any broadleaf and any grassy weed type stuff that's lingering. But as we continue to come through here, the progress is quite striking on what has only been a half of a season. We still have 2-3 fertilizer applications left to put down. We still have the fall growing season. There's water and summer fertilization that we can do and make sure that we keep this all alive and healthy. But as you can see, as promised, the low cost, low effort lawn care program where we're spending $25 per thousand, $100 on this 4,000 square feet here is going to completely transform the yard in a single season. It's not that difficult. It's not that expensive. It doesn't have to be complicated. No aeration, no dethatching, no soil treatment, no anything, no compost, none of it. Just fertilizer and herbicide and water when we need it, which has really only been once so far. But we're going to talk about summer fertilization and watering coming up here in the next video. Leave a comment, questions you might have, your own success stories if you've been following along and trying to take care of your yard here. Let me know those down in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you find this helpful and you want to follow along to the entire beginner lawn care guide. Like the video if you enjoyed it. As always, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.